The Tesla Model 3 is probably one of, if not the most heavily anticipated cars of its time. It's sleek, it's advanced, and it was built using the lessons learned and expertise gained from building the Tesla Model S and Tesla Model X. Following the production pattern of the S and X, Tesla introduced high-end versions of the Model 3 to market first, releasing a rear-wheel drive, long-range variant, followed by a dual motor, and then a performance variant. The Tesla Model 3 standard range, the car which Tesla promised back in 2016 would retail for just $35,000 before incentives, was always designed to be the last Model 3 to enter production, and was expected to do that sometime this summer, a little behind Tesla's original schedule. Those who put down money to reserve a Model 3, hoping to get a standard range variant for the aforementioned price, knew all along that this version of Model 3 would be the last to enter into production. So when Tesla announced earlier this spring that it would start accepting orders not only for the Tesla Model 3 standard range, but also a surprise Model 3 standard range plus, it made a lot of Tesla fans and customers very happy indeed. The standard range plus was a surprise. It offered a little more range than the Model 3 standard range, plus it had the same electrically adjustable seats as the rest of the Model 3 family, along with what Tesla called a partial premium trim. It was more expensive than the Model 3 standard range by around $2,000, but did begin deliveries almost immediately after Tesla announced its availability. The Model 3 standard range, however, did not. It was spec'd with manual seats, basic audio system and trim, as well as a slower top speed and smaller range than the standard range plus. Despite that, many people have still been eagerly waiting for the Model 3 standard range, hoping that deliveries would soon start. Only then would the dream of the $35,000 Model 3 become reality. Except now it doesn't seem it will, at least not easily, because the Model 3 standard range with the cloth seats has been killed before it's even entered production. Tesla is providing an alternative, but as I'm about to tell you, it's not going to be super easy to buy. You see, last week Tesla announced yet another round of sweeping changes to its vehicle lineup, increasing the price of every single vehicle in its family in order to make autopilot standard across the board, and it costs less than it did previously if you purchased a car and added autopilot as a package. And that's great. I mean, it's impossible to criticize Tesla for making something standard that's a safety feature which, if used properly, can drastically reduce the number of accidents. But it does raise the price of every Tesla, well, almost every Tesla. The Model 3 Standard Range Plus, a car with pre-incentive price of $39,500, the cheapest Model 3 that you can currently buy on Tesla's website. That's an additional $4,500 more than the Model 3 Standard Range, or if you prefer, a 12.8% price increase on the Standard Range Model 3. Or, to put it another way, an $81 increase in monthly finance payments if you finance the entire cost of the car through a third party over 60 months at 3.11% interest. You'll notice I said on the website, and that's because it is. And the Model 3 standard range isn't technically dead. It does get autopilot as standard too. And you can still order one, or at least a Model 3 programmed to behave like one. It's just that Tesla doesn't really want you to. Rather than sell you a standard range Model 3, Tesla will build and sell you a Model 3 Standard Range Plus with a software-limited battery pack, software-limited acceleration and top speed, and things like heated seats, live traffic visualization, and music streaming, all things available as standard for the Standard Range Plus, software disabled. The same is true in Europe and China, where the order books for standard range variants have just opened. After purchase, Tesla will offer the chance to upgrade to the Standard Range Plus, and I'm assuming it will, as it did with other software-locked models, offer customers free trials to try and encourage them to spend the money and upgrade. This restricted Model 3 will cost $35,000, at least we assume it will with autopilot standard, since Tesla hasn't officially stated its price and it's not available right now on the Tesla website. To get one, you have to call or visit a Tesla store and specifically tell them you want to order the car. Essentially then, the Model 3 standard range is a little like that secret menu item at your favourite coffee shop or fast food joint. You can order it, but you have to know it exists first. There's another issue here too. Tesla has already closed a large number of its retail stores and has said it will only keep stores open if they have a significant foot traffic, which leads to sales. If you're in certain markets where a local Tesla store isn't available, you're going to find it harder, although I should note not impossible if you're determined to buy that standard range Model 3. I should note too that Tesla's pulling the same trick with the Model 3 long-range rear-wheel drive, slimming down the Model 3 options on its website to just standard range plus, long-range dual motor and dual motor performance. So why is Tesla exactly making it harder to buy both of these cars? Simply put, cost. I'm guessing the Model 3 standard range as originally planned by Tesla was just too cost prohibitive to sell in large volumes. It would have added extra complexity to the production line, and frankly, that's something Tesla's really trying hard to eliminate. The less complex the production line, the more profit Tesla can make from its vehicles. Officially, however, Tesla has said that the Standard Range Plus was 6 times more popular than the Standard Range, and thus it decided to simplify its production process to optimize costs. That is a little disingenuous though, since Tesla has been hard selling the Model 3 Standard Range Plus and encouraging Standard Range customers to upgrade rather than wait for their $35,000 Model 3. In reality, however, Tesla's move is a very carefully executed one, designed to give it a little extra cash while giving customers a little extra functionality, all while technically keeping its promises. Sure, some people will buy software-limited cars, but Tesla's betting that they will upgrade in the future at some point when they either decide they want more range, performance, or some other feature like the live streaming music or heated seats or live traffic that isn't available on the software-logged version. Personally, I have mixed feelings about this, but let's not pretend this is something unique to Tesla, because it isn't. Plenty of other automakers produce stripped-down versions of their cars for headline pricing, and then either produce limited numbers or make them special order items that are really tough to get. When a customer arrives at a dealership and their chosen stripped-down model isn't available, they're usually upsold to whatever the next, more profitable model is, which also happens to be in stock. Tesla has always tried to be different to other automakers. In this case, though, it's pulled an old auto industry trick. It's up to the individual to decide if that's okay or not. Personally, I think it's still worth looking at a Model 3 Standard Range Plus or Standard Range if you want one, but just be aware, you're going to get an upsell. That's it. Thanks for watching. Let us know if you liked it or didn't like it below. Scribble a comment, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on a single episode. And if you'd like to support the network, there are 3 ways that you can do that right below me in the show notes. Don't forget too that we've just put some brand new t-shirts in the store, including ones brand new today, Tesla Evolved shirts. Go check them out. It's not the April Fool's shirts. Buy one, support the show, and help us continue to make great content. I'll be back soon with another episode, but until then, keep evolving.